This week in the new How to Train Your Dragon live action remake released into theaters, I went to go see it with my friends, and in this video I will give you my review. Before I dive right in, please make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, and comment down below what is your opinions on the How to Train Your Dragon live action remake, and what is your opinions on the original trilogy of animated films. Please no spoilers in the comment section. I have only seen the first film. I am watching the other two later this week so I can get a ranking out, hopefully by Wednesday, of the other How to Train Your Dragon movies combined with this one. And with that said, I watched the first movie for the first time since I was a wee little lad a couple of days ago, literally 24 hours before I watched the new one. And I thought it was really good. It had a few tiny little issues, but besides that, it was just a really good 4-star film. I either felt that this would be a good movie, would capture the magic of that one, or it would be one of the worst remakes of all time. I thought it was good enough. I thought it captured the magic of that original film. And most of that is because it is quite literally just a shot-for-shot remake, but in live action. But the stuff that you go to these movies for live action for, I think are worth it. I mean, you have the dragons that look awesome, you have a good cast, and you have some cool action sequences, and it's nice to see all this in live action. The first thing I want to talk about here is the dragons. They look phenomenal. The very first dragon that appeared on screen, I was like, whoa, that's some really good CGI. The first time you see Toothless in this movie, you're just filled with a sense of awe and wonder, and it just feels real. And then every other dragon was awesome as well. The ending dragon looked crazy, creepy, and good. Every other dragon, when they're in the training sequence, really good dragons, really good designs. So I thought that the CGI on the dragons was amazing. Along those same lines, the cast was really good. The main thing I want to talk about here is Mason Thames as Hiccup. Thought that he looked really cringy in the trailer. I thought the girl who played Astrid looked really cringy in the trailer. And I liked them in this movie. I'll talk about this here in a minute, but I think that the Astrid-Hiccup relationship was better in this film than it was in the original movie. So there's something right there. Mason Thames, really good in this movie. He delivers some lines better than the original Hiccup, honestly. That line where he says to his father, his father says to him, "We've killed hundreds of them," and Hiccup says that we've killed thousands of them. It's a really good delivered line. It was an amazing line that was delivered. And so Mason Thames, really good in this movie. Gerard Butler as his father, really good in this movie as well. He voiced his father in the original, so there's not really much of a change there, but he's still great as always. I feel like the slight changes that they made, there's not much changes because it is quite literally a shot-for-shot remake, but the slight changes that this movie did make to the original movie, I thought worked better, honestly, where Astrid and Hiccup's relationship, they just add little scenes, little bits of dialogue that kind of explained who Astrid is a little bit more than they did in that original film, and made you root for the relationship a little bit more. I thought that worked. I thought certain scenes with Hiccup and his dad honestly worked more than they did in that original movie. So they did make slight changes to some of the scenes and kind of enhanced them. I was like, okay, yeah. That's what makes a good remake work, is you capture the magic of that original movie, but you also got something a little more in there. And a little more in there really, really worked. Also, the original movie just has all these grand emotions, this grand story, and this movie still has that. Doesn't change anything from the story itself. So the story is still really good, really effective. So combine that with just a good cast, some great dinosaurs looking, and the changes they made, I had a good time with this movie. I thought it was not as good as the original, and I know it's weird because I said the changes they make enhance that original movie, but I still think that the original movie will always reign supreme. Just being able to experience these emotions for the first time during that original movie, gonna always beat out a live-action remake. But I still enjoyed this movie. I still can't sign on to the live-action remake stuff. I was never a fan of the Disney live-action remakes, and this is way better than pretty much any Disney live-action remake. I think the only one that I could say is possibly better than this movie is Aladdin, because Aladdin is really good in live action. I don't know if this one's better than that, but this one is one of the better Disney not Disney, but this is one of the better live action remakes. I still don't think that the live action remake stuff is necessary. Yeah, this one kind of enhanced that. Yeah, it was cool to see dinosaurs in live action, But what was the point of watching the same movie again? I can't wrap my head around that, that we literally saw this movie when it released in 2010, and for me, I saw it 24 hours before seeing this movie. It's kind of just like rewatching the movie, but in live action. Now, I get it, enhanced stuff, it's complicated. I still don't think that the live action remake, I feel like there's still just a cash grab, and this one is particularly cool. This one is one of the best. Still feels kind of like a cash grab out there. And especially when we head to the third act, it just feels like we're kind of just going through the motions, honestly. Like, we get the giant CGI battle with the big dragon, and the dragon's fighting. You know exactly how it's going to end. For kind of like the last 20 minutes of the movie, I was like, okay, yeah, the dragon is really cool. The dragon's really awesome. But I've seen this movie before. I know exactly how it's going to happen. And it's almost like rewatching a movie, but it's complicated because it's a movie you haven't seen before. But it's like rewatching a movie. So it's really, really, really complicated. It's really hard to explain, but part of it just feels like going through the motions. Like, okay, you've seen this movie before. You're watching it again. But to go to the cinema for... Like, it's worth it because the dragons are cool. It's really cool. It's really complicated, my feelings towards the live-action remake stuff. Felt How to Train Your Dragon was okay. It was a good movie. I liked it. I don't know if I could sign on to that. And the going through the motions stuff kind of just felt like I was rewatching a movie. Again, a lot of stuff I liked about this movie. Again, my feelings for it are very complicated. I don't even know if what I just said made sense. But that's just how I'm at with an emotional state towards these live-action remakes. So, before I give you my final score on How to Train Your Dragon, the live-action remake, please make sure to subscribe, like button, hit the bell, and comment down below what is your opinions on the live-action remake or the original movies if you haven't seen the live-action remake. And with that said, How to Train Your Dragon enhances some stuff from the original. The dragons are really cool to see, and it's a good cast. Still don't know if I could sign up for the live-action remake trend. It's a solid movie, it's a solid watch, but so was that original movie. Besides seeing the dragons and a couple extra scenes, it's very complicated. It's not really all that much to offer for a live-action remake besides the good stuff that was in that original movie. So for me, I think I'd have to give the live-action remake a B. I didn't dislike it. I really liked watching it. Still don't know if I could sign up for it. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. Stay tuned for a How to Train Your Dragon ranking in the coming days. And with that said, subscribe.